Hey, what's up everybody? It's Christine Maggi, Design Gal, here with you today on the next installment of the Frequently Asked Questions series. The question is, if I want to be a UI UX designer, what should I major in college? One thing I will say is there's really no one direct path to getting into UI UX. Most of us just happen to stumble into it on accident or through some related areas like graphic or web design, but there are several things you could actually major in college that'll prepare you. As I mentioned in the last video, you definitely do not need a degree to be a UI UX designer, but it can be helpful in giving you a really solid educational foundation if you don't want to go the self-teaching route. So with that being said, here is a list of majors that you can take in order to get on the path to be a UI UX designer. If you want a direct degree in UI UX design, I imagine there are some programs out there, but what I've seen is that they're very far and few in between. So until colleges start incorporating this specifically, you're gonna have to go to a more related field and then apply your skills from that degree to UI UX design and do it that way. I personally got a degree in graphic design, and I have a couple of videos on transitioning from graphic design to UI UX. It is definitely applicable, especially if you're really interested in the user interface side, you're really into the look and feel of products, and you get excited about typography and color palettes and that kind of stuff. Graphic design is an excellent major to get those really strong visual design principles down. Some schools also offer things like interactive design, web design, interaction design, and that'll be more applied to a digital space, which I think is even better if you want to go into UI UX than a graphic design degree. A lot of UX designers, especially on the research side, end up taking degrees in information systems, or HCI, which is human-computer interaction. These two traditionally have been the closest you're going to get to a full UX education. Information systems is going to be really great for things like learning information architecture, systems design. HCI, or human-computer interaction, has a pretty long history to it and could be really interesting if you want to get into UX as well. Other related degrees would be things like psychology, anthropology, and that's really where you study humans and their behavior and how they think and why they do what they do, how they differ across cultures and so on, and all of that could definitely be applied to UX design as well. Now, I did have someone ask me if computer science would be a good degree, and while it will definitely help you to know how to code if you like coding and want to do that in your job, but it's definitely not required to an extent that a computer science degree will give you. I've talked about how it's important to know basic front-end coding like HTML and CSS, but I don't think a computer science degree is as applicable to UI UX design as some of the other ones that I've mentioned. So lots to choose from. I would definitely recommend that you go with something that you're more interested in. So UI UX is a really broad field. People specialize in different areas of it. Go with what draws you to it, what gets you most excited, what you're really passionate about. For me, that was the visual design side, and the graphic design degree I have really did help me there. But again, if you're more on the research or the information architecture, maybe look at some of these other degrees that'll better prepare you for that specific specialty, and then you can sort of develop these other skills around that as you gain more experience. I hope this video helps answer your questions on what degree you should take. Be sure to stick around and subscribe for the next FAQ video. Keep the questions coming. Write them down below. I'm sort of gathering them all and making a list of the most popular ones. So really appreciate all your feedback and support. Really excited to be answering your questions and interacting with you like this. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.